What's up, ladies and gentlemen? chuckfinleLP with Let's Play Shining Force: The Legacy of Great Intention, Part 3. We are here in Guardiana right after the attack, right after Battle 2. And now that a lot of these houses are destroyed, we can actually go around and find treasure from them. Not every house has treasure in them. But you can see a lot of the houses have been destroyed, and a lot of the townspeople that were around will not be around. Let me see. We already don't need to talk to him. He won't give us anything. Talk to this guy real quick. Okay, I believe in this house there was actually a little girl that said she had a dream about Rune Faust coming and attacking, but no one believed her. And there's nothing here in the church. The church is just used for if we lost anybody during the previous battles, but since we didn't, we don't have to worry about that right now. We can go in the weapon shop and buy some new weapons, and I'll probably do that next. I'll talk to Gort, and we can get Gort right now. And he is the same class, a warrior. Yeah, that is his class, and he is like Luke, but a lot stronger. And towards the course of the game, I have found that he will actually level up more, or he will be stronger than Luke towards the end game. So now the weapons dealer will sell us items. You can see short swords, so we can't really upgrade. We don't have. Max has the middle sword, but we can't buy a middle sword right now. So, you know, spears, but we can buy a hand axe for Luke, which is an improvement on what he already has. And you can see if you're not sure who can equip what item, you can see this E and Q right beside the characters' names. That means that the item that you're currently trying to buy, that class of character can use this. Gort already has a hand axe, so we will give this to Luke. And that, as I said, that is an upgrade. And I don't need anything else. We can't really buy. Yeah, we want to. I want to sell Luke's short sword. Try to gain some of the money back. It won't be a whole lot, but it'll definitely help. And that's all I'm going to buy for now. Let me see. Most of the items that we can, or most of the houses that we can ransack for treasure. I don't think there's anything special over there. Most of the houses, or most of the places where we can ransack for treasure is not until later on. And so this will be computer controlled. So now we have May, another knight, except I believe she has a lance, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to check again, but there's nothing we can take from the castle. We could come in here, but there's nothing to see. And in this tower here, there's nothing to see as well, but I'll go ahead and show it off real quick. Oh wait, hang on a moment. I believe there is something actually in the bottom of the tower. Oh, I'll talk to you real quick. Oh, thought there was some treasure down there, but sadly there isn't. And you can and now, if you come in, before going out towards the first battle, if you search, the old man will be looking through the telescope, and if you search, the old man will become surprised because he will see your eyeball, and he'll say something to the effect of, "You shouldn't go around scaring people." And, you can see all the knights are dead. But the area that we can gain some treasure at is right up in here in this mountain. There is a guard that is usually standing right about here when you first come in here, and you cannot search, or you can't gain anything at that time. And now quite a bit of this stuff is actually useless. It's okay, that's right. You only have 4 item slots, and I filled one up with a medical herb that I ended up not using, but I'll give the medical herbs to Low and Gong because they're the only ones who can actually use or gain some benefit from using the medical herbs XP wise. I'll leave one spot open so that if they need to search, they can. Because sometimes you'll find treasure chests out in battle, and you want to make sure that all of your people have at least one open slot in case they can find something. That defense potion is actually very useful, especially right now. Such a power potion, you can't carry it. Okay, well, I'll give the antidote to Low, but I'm going to sell that antidote because I don't use antidotes. Even antidotes are for curing poison, and there will be some enemies that will cause poison later on. And there's nothing in here because that was Guardiana's treasure in that last in that last chest. But there is nothing else to find here treasure-wise, so I'll just keep moving. Sell these items, and now you can sell weapons or you can sell weapons to an item shop or items to a weapon shop. They'll give you the same amount of money as if you would have went to their actual shops that they needed to go to, but they'll just say, I don't sell this kind of stuff, but I know someone who does, which implies that all of the items and weapon shops people know each other in each different town. But before I go out into the next battle, because once we leave town, we will go into another. I need to take a look at May real quick before I go out. I guess I should just go ahead and buy the. Come in here and I'll buy a spear in case May does not have a spear, because even if you have, okay, so she does have a lance which is stronger than a spear, but you want to make sure that you at least have a spear for long range attacks for your people in case they need it. But I'll go ahead and use these power potions. I guess I need to do all this in the headquarters. It's a shame that you can't pull up a stats screen or cycle through stats. At least I don't think you can through that menu. I guess it is just tied to the headquarters. So if you see that the shield with the blue circle in the middle, that means that building is your headquarters. Device status. Okay. So attack is 7, or attack is 18, defense is 7. His attack has gone up considerably since going up to, or his defense has gone up considerably going up to level 3. So I'm not too concerned with him. May again is okay for now, even though she is level 2, which means we're supposed to be at level 2, not level 3. But Ken is questionable, but I'll probably just rely on Gord. I'm not even concerned with, or Luke for that matter. So I'm not even gonna bother looking at either of those two. Tao would probably get the defense potion. I wouldn't waste an attack potion on Tao because attack does not transfer into magic. Magic has its own amount that it would that it hurts people by. Okay. Low could use it. Let's see what Gong is at. Gong's okay. Hans may use it. I guess I'll give the defense potion to Hans, and I'll probably give the power potion to probably need to use that on. I should use it on Max, but he's already pretty strong. Luke is having trouble dealing a lot of well, Ken or Luke. Well, let me see. I'll go back and take a look at both of their stats. I'm gonna regret not giving that to that defense potion to Ken, I'm sure. And yeah, I'm gonna give that power potion to Luke. I'll ask. I wanted to take a look, show something else that Nova can do. And so if you have additional members, because you can only have a 12-member party at one time, and you will gain more than 12 people through the course of the game. You can swap people out, but I'm not going to be having to worry about that till later. Yeah, I want to take a look at advice. So, beware of giant bats. They fly swiftly and fight fiercely. He will offer advice usually to troop enemy troop types. In this case, giant bats. The giant bats are the new troop type that we will be seeing from the enemy in this next battle. And what they can do is they are classified as a flying enemy, and flying creatures are not weighed down, or they don't have to worry about land effects, so they have their most movement. So if you see the giant bat's movement is 7, so they can move 7 squares up, down, left, or right, and they can they do hurt pretty bad, but their defense is pretty weak. So they only have 14 HP, 11 attack, 6 defense, 7 movement, and agility of 9. So they're not too bad. Magic spells are pretty good, and also archers are strong against flying creatures, so you need to be careful for that. And we'll take a look at Gort really quickly. 16 attack, 7 defense, 6 movement, agility of 4, 13 HP, pretty good for level 2. And May, 14 attack, 7 defense, 7 movement, 7 agility, and HP of 12. she's definitely a lot stronger than Kin, and she can take more damage because of that than Kin can, and she usually I usually keep her for a lot longer. And you can see that there are more giant bats across the river. And really quickly, there's something else that I want to show off. You can see a map. Green dots are our people. Red dots are enemies, and you can see what the map looks like. And you can see where all of the troops, the enemy troops are. That is just one thing that I wanted to show off real quick. So 5 dark dwarves, they will move down and try to attack you if you move up too far. So say if I moved up here, they would definitely surround her, so I don't want to do that. Should probably just let these bats come over here and attack me, but I will go ahead and move. And you can see she has 14 attack with the bronze lance, but then when you give her the wooden spear, it drops down to 11, but that's still sufficient enough to do a little bit of damage. Now spears are not really classified as, or at least against flying creatures, they're not as weak as flying creatures are not weak to spears like they would be to, say, an archer. You know, they would definitely an archer would be a lot stronger than someone who would throw a spear at a flying enemy. You need to be careful, because Tau will, well, yeah, Tau can still die very easily against a dark dwarf, so I still need to be careful. So right now what I have to do is get Gort and May up to level 3, and then I'll just start working on my other characters as I go on from there. Probably let May kill that other bat and have Kin wounded as well. 8 damage. Alright, so you need to attack somebody. I won't let Hans over by at least those 2 bats that May and Kin are dealing with, because he will wound them quite a bit, and as I said, I would like May to hopefully kill, but at least do quite a bit of damage to both bats. And so you can see she only took 2 points of HP, and she's a level 2. Expecting Kin to take more damage, so just 1 point. So that ain't too bad. Probably should send Gort over there to the over here, but I'm not going to. I'll just let the other I'll let May and Kin focus on them. And you know, every little bit of XP helps, definitely. We'll equip the bronze spear again, and we'll attack and hopefully kill the weak one. Still good XP, and I'll just have Kin weaken the other one. Probably help Low out. I cannot believe I did that. I forgot to equip the hand axe with Luke, but you can still see he's doing a fair amount of damage. And that is one thing that bats are really well known for, is that they can very easily let me see how much XP she has real quick. They can dodge very easily, and more often than not they actually will dodge, so you need to keep that in mind while trying to fight them. They seem to dodge spears more easily than other attacks, but I've had most, they dodge from most attacks more often than not. Probably could have Gort kill that Dark Dwarf, but probably wouldn't be too bad to have Low kill him actually. And you can equip items in the field, but you have to. It has to be that character's turn to be able for you to be able to equip that character's item. That ain't good. Low's taking quite a bit of damage. Hope I can draw that other Dark Dwarf away from Low. That's good, he gained 40, so he should be able to easily level up. That ain't too bad. Afraid that they may have gotten a critical attack in, but thankfully he didn't. So you can see the movement range for a bat. And that's why bats, but flying enemies and friendlies in general are so effective, just because they don't get weighed down by land effects, but they don't get the defense bonus from a land effect either, so you do have to you know, keep that in mind as well if you're going to use a flying enemy for the benefit of not having to be weighed down by land effects, but you also don't get that defense bonus in there as well. So that ain't too bad. Tao is getting 12 to 14 XP for doing damage. That's a reasonable amount of damage. 62. I probably shouldn't have Max attack anybody, but I'll have him deal damage, and I'll let other people get the finishing blows. It's still gaining quite a bit of XP just for doing damage to enemies, so that's helpful. Which, oh, that's right, you missed. Could go up there and wound that Dark Dwarf, but I'll focus on the bats right now. That ain't good. I really should pull Luke back, but I can't risk him, or I can't risk one of these Dark Dwarves here going and attacking and probably killing Tao. Probably killing Tao. So he has 18 with the hand axe, a lot more. I believe he had 15 with the short sword. So this definitely helps. I'll kill this one here and hope Gort can kill the other one. You see, right now Luke is definitely a lot stronger than Gort because he can deal a lot more damage. But towards the middle portion of the game, towards the later end of the game, Gort definitely does his leaps and bounds better than Luke, but he's still a good member to have at the end of the game. Let's see how much Low has. 28. So that ain't too good, but it ain't too bad either. Probably should have Gong at least damage the Dark Dwarf, but he'll gain about the same amount of XP for healing. Yeah, probably even a little bit more, so I don't want to stick Hans right there and have him attack anybody, so yeah, I'll just wait. I'll move him over here and be ready for when them bats come down. Should send someone over here who has a healing or a medical herb. And one other thing that bats can do that I just thought of, they can put people to sleep, and sleep is a spell that some enemies can use, but it is a magic spell that some of your magic users will get after a period of time of leveling up. What it will do is it will put a person to sleep for a certain amount of time, and while people are asleep, they cannot evade enemy attacks, they cannot attack themselves, and they cannot be moved until they wake up. So that it's depending on who you're fighting, or what types of enemies you're fighting at what stage of the game, and how far out that character is, that can be very dangerous. But more often than not, it's not something that you really have to worry about too often. Could have him come up here and kill this dwarf and just have everyone else gang up on that other dwarf. He probably wouldn't kill this guy, but I'll probably have low. Oh, no, I'll probably, well, I don't know. I'll either have low or Gong go up there and kill that other one, or I guess I could have, well, Tao's already doing quite a bit of damage anyway, so it really doesn't matter. And May's almost dead, so if Kin has a medical herb, since he's missing so much, I'll probably have Kin heal her, as long as Max doesn't steal this kill. That's more than enough to have. So how much XP you have? 28. You only have 11, so we'll have Gong kill this one. Just enough. So 28. So might have actually been, well, I guess him and Low would have gotten the same amount of XP from killing it, so it really doesn't matter. It kind of just puts them more on an equal ground. And you know, Tao already has 62, so there's no benefit in having her kill the Dark Dwarf. And if Gord gets this, that'll put him over with only a very small handful of XP actually being wasted, so that's okay. And I'll have Low heal Max, even though, well, I guess I should have had him use the medical herb, because once going up against the Rune Knights, even at level 3 and level 2, well, if your troops are level 2 at this point, the Rune Knights can actually do quite a bit more damage to you than at this stage. But if I've never actually had every member of, well, of course not, you know, May and Gord are not level 3, but I've never had almost every member of my party hit level be at level 3 at the start of the at the start of the fight before. So I'm not, you know, I'm not sure how Rune Knights will actually work. I have had characters go up to level 3 and then go on to attack the Rune Knights, and characters like Tao or Gong or Low, they did do quite a bit of damage to, but characters like Max, Gort, Kin, Luke, May, they still did quite a bit of damage, but they didn't do as much damage as they could have if they were still around level 2. So that's definitely a lot better. So that shouldn't have wasted a whole lot of XP, and he's already level 3 now, so all I have to do is just get him to level up behind everyone else. But that's always the, you know, once you get a character that's behind a level up to a level, that's when you can kind of not worry so much about whether that character continues to level up as much. You know, of course you want to try to get everyone on equal XP, but it's not as important to just focus on that one character or that one group of characters and make sure that they level up. It's you know, it definitely makes it a lot easier so that you don't have to worry so much about it, and you can that will definitely help pick up the flow of battles, because playing this game the way that I am, trying to make sure that everyone levels up equally, and I do need to wait for May and Ken. I don't need to leave them. Probably could have Gort come down and try to kill this bat, because I know the minute I send Hans down here, he'll kill the bat immediately, and I don't want that to happen. So I'll probably just move everyone up to here to try to draw those other bats' attention, keep everyone in the forest as much as possible to help with the get the land effect defense boost, and I'll just wait for May and Ken to kill this bat. She probably won't be able to kill him. It'll probably... Okay. Not sure how much XP she had, but it didn't really matter. You know, Ken didn't need it. He's already level 3, so I'll just, like I said, position my troops up here in the... up around the forest. I don't want to put all of the troops in harm's way. But because of the knight's movement speed, holding everyone back a level will work. But just to finish my thought on trying to make sure that everyone, making sure that everyone levels up equally, that does slow the progress of the game, because you have to wait almost 2 to 3 turns, depending on who the character is and what the scenario is, to try and let that one character try and level up a whole lot. You don't want to, just because it takes so much time to wait. If you just go with the mentality of whoever gets to that enemy first, they get the kill. While that does work, but then you have a lot of differences in levels. Like I have played the game with that mentality before, and I've had characters around chapter 4, primarily my healers, still around level 4 when everyone else was around level 8 or 9. Which you can promote characters to make them stronger at level 10, and around chapter 4, that's not a bad place to start promoting your characters. And at that point in the game, to have your healers... Oh wow, I've never actually had Rune Knights come down before like that. Well, I'll just start beating up on the Rune Knight and whoever else wants to come down. I've actually, like I said, I've never had the Rune Knights come down and try to attack anybody before, but now that Max is level 4, he should be able to easily soak up any damage that is needed. Should have Gort come over here and kill this guy, but I'll probably have Gort, see how much XP you have, 38. Yeah, he's not going to be able to kill him, but I'll probably have Gort just focus on those bats. Yeah, I didn't think he'd be able to kill him. Well, I guess now that I think about this battle, yeah, I have had the Rune Knights come down. That's usually what they do. I think 3 of the 4, or three of the 5, or at least 4 of the 5 usually will come down and try and attack. But I believe there will be 2 left at the top until you get a little bit closer. Then they will start to move down themselves. So not a whole lot of XP, but at least it's a little bit. Ah, this ain't good. Need to protect Tau and low, so I need to try to draw. I don't need Max to attack again, but I will have him just stay there. Should have everyone. Okay, so Gong is now asleep, so he's going to be useless for a couple turns. Wow. Okay. See, 44. Could kill this guy and protect low, but then I'm sure this guy will come down and hit low. I'll just keep Hans on the bats for now. I'll probably move everyone else into position so that they can focus on the bats. The sleep spell ends. That's actually the... Well, of course, that's the fastest that a character can wake up as soon as their next turn is. Usually they don't wake up until at least 2 turns. Alright, that's good. Ooh, he's still taking quite a bit of damage. And now this is the problem with trying to make sure that everyone levels up equally, because you have scenarios like this, and I'll have May kill that one, and Gort can either keep fighting the bats, or I'll have him move up and try to do some damage around here. See when's she gonna level up? 78. Nope. Let's see. The bats 14. 5. She has 78. I don't want to put her in harm's way because I don't think I can pull anyone else over to guard her, but I don't want to. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and torch that bat. I'm trying to get her to level up in this battle so that she can gain an upgrade to her blaze spell, but I don't want to waste XP by trying to kill something that she doesn't need to kill. I'll probably use that medical herb since these Rune Knights are still doing quite a bit of damage to my people. I need to pull Luke back, but again, Tao is in a pretty bad position. But if I can move at least May up, and she can take some of the damage, or I guess May's already moved up. Could have Hans come over here and start trying to do some damage, but let me see how much XP you have. 79, whatever you do attack-wise should be sufficient to hopefully will level you up depending on how much XP, of course, but he is level 3, so you really can't expect a whole lot. Could have Gong, Low, and Hans focus on these people and just move all my heavy hitters up here and try and eat through the Rune Knights and try to do some damage that way. See what's your XP at? 96. So if I kill this guy, that'll be a waste because he will definitely kill him. But if I move from this spot, he'll. Let me see. Does he have his medical herb? He does. So I'll use that on him and just let him sit there a moment until he can do. I can move him into a better position so that he can do a little bit more damage. I'll have Max sit there to protect low. See how much XP you have. 40. You can come over here and kill this guy. Ah, with the stinking spear. But well, I guess she could have possibly been able to kill the Rune Knight if she had had the lance. At least Gong can kill the bat if he can at least hit him. Probably could have Lo move down and attack that bat. Ah, 94, that stinks, but let me see. Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and have Gong kill this one, so that I can start moving other, Hans up. Whew, he'll kill Luke, but it does stink. But I kind of figured that was going to happen. I usually do end up losing 1 or 2 people in this fight, just because once I get to the Rune Knight section, they usually will swarm weaker people, or they'll just do because everyone has such low health this early on in the game, and the defense is pretty bad. They can even strong people, because they have such low health, they can very easily get overtaken by enemies. Now, once you start losing people, or you have the threat of losing people, that's usually when, at least for me, the strategy of try to spread damage around usually goes out the window, and then I just start trying to kill whoever. Of course, I still try not to waste XP, but I'm not going to lose someone just to save 10 to 12 XP. Speed increases by 1, health goes up. Wow, actually by 5. I've never actually had to go up by 5 before. And so now Blaze level 2. So Blaze level 2, and I will show that off in the next battle. I don't have near enough experience points to do, or magic to do that right now, but well, that'll probably kill him. Ah, crap, that stinks. I didn't want him to. Oh, wow, 48. That sucks. But at least his defense went up, so he probably shouldn't die because of a... See how much you have. 7. XP, you have 50. Probably come over here and heal May. I don't know, I'll just have Hans and Gong finish off that other bat. Maybe I'll have Tao at least attack it. Maybe I'll have Kin come over there and do a little bit of damage. But Blaze level 2 is an area of effect spell. The damage goes up by 2, and you can hit up to 5 people in a in kind of like a cross pattern, and I'll show it off, of course, once I'm able to show off how the grid looks like. Be careful, I'm gonna lose Tau, but no, everyone's doing okay. I won't use Max right now. Definitely equip the spear, and I'll have... how much XP you have. 46, so if she gets 48 from killing the Rune Knight, she should level up, which will definitely help. So that means Gong, both Gort and May will have leveled up. Of course, she ain't gonna get enough, but it's good for now. Yeah, you're already level 4, so I'll just move over here and let Lo heal you if he has the chance to. That's good. Her defense, she's not taking a whole lot of damage. 1. I'll just heal Tau, since this Rune Knight should fall with the next set of attacks. I'll probably have. I guess I'll have Kin try to do as much damage as he can. Not actually sure who could kill the Rune Knight if Luke was here. You know, well, he would have probably already leveled up at this point, and it really wouldn't have mattered at that point. But since Kin's level 4, all I have to do is just focus on Gong and Hans now. If Gong, well, Gong can't kill that one. He's got to probably have him heal somebody. Let me see. You're still level 3, so I'll probably have May kill that one. I'll just block Kin from taking damage. I need to have you heal somebody. See how much XP you have real quick. 96, so yeah, I'll just have him heal Max. That'll level him up to 4. I'll have Hans kill the bat. That should work. I guess I should have had Gong heal himself, but I don't think that bat will kill Gong, so I'm not too worried about it. And his defense went up anyway, so that should be okay. Now hopefully Hans can kill the bat. I know it's wasting XP, but there's really no one else who could use it right now other than Hans, and I don't think he'll get a whole lot of XP from this, so yeah. But thankfully he did get enough to level up. I was kind of concerned about that, but he didn't gain anything useful. So, you know, telling, yeah, I was gonna say, I wasn't sure how much that was actually how effective that was gonna be, since the Rune Knight was in a forest. So this is where it can get, well, move you down and have low heal you. And you run. Okay. I've never actually had a run before, but then again, I've been able to kill them quickly, so low needs to level up as well, but I can do that by healing people. I would get more effect from this if I would have used magic to heal Gong, but you know, it doesn't really matter. And the battle's over anyway, so I'll just focus on healing low in the next battle. Attack goes up, defense goes up by 3. That's always useful whenever character's defense goes up. So now we can move on to the next town, but I'll probably save that for the next video. I'm going nearly 50 minutes now, so thanks for watching. Next time we will go into Alterone, so until then, later everyone.